Flying a plane's not hard. I fully believe anyone watching this could do it. You just got to get a feel for the controls. The main thing is being able to, get down to a flight school and do it. Hello, I'm James, and today I'm here with my, or I guess I'm part owner with this Cessna Cardinal here with my dad, which you'll be seeing in a little bit probably. And I guess just to start out, how I got into flying, back in like 2015, 2016, there was this YouTuber I was watching. He did a video in a flight simulator, thought it looked pretty interesting, so I started flying in the flight simulator as well. Then I got talking with my dad a bit about it, and he was a pilot back in the day. He got his license in the 90s, but kind of trailed off and wasn't flying there for a bit. But got talking with him, and we decided we were going to come down to the local airport, the one we're at now, interestingly enough, and we were going to go on discovery flight. I did that, really felt the passion for aviation then. I loved it, and decided to go get my private. So started training at the flight school, moved on through some planes there, and eventually we decided to get our own plane. And through some searching around, we started with a Mooney, and then we looked at a Cessna 172 RG, kind of in the midpoint of the process. But we eventually came to this here Cardinal. Went up to see it, looked great, so we got it shipped back down, and well, here we are today. I'm 23 right now, and when this all started, I was 17, I would think. I knew my dad flew back in the day. We talked about it a little before, but my interest really wasn't in aviation up until this started, so we didn't talk too much about it. Once he saw my interest in flight simulators, he brought up coming to fly the real airplanes, and that's kind of what started the ball rolling here. His support is the reason I'm able to be here today. I wouldn't have been able to become a pilot at all without his support. So the excitement was on both ends. I did go to a flight school. It's right over to the right here across the field at the airport. It's called the Flight School of Gwinnett. We started there. It's where my dad did the flight training back in the day. It's gone to a different owner now, but that's why we chose that one. Started out renting planes. They have a 152 over there that I started flying in. Had a flight instructor. He was a great flight instructor that I started with. He really helped me build the confidence to be a good pilot. But started with the 152, flew that around a little. There were some scheduling issues with it at some point, so I flew a 172. For my night flight, I did that. But mostly it was just in the 152 they had until we bought this plane, which was not long after I soloed. My discovery flight was in a Cherokee of some sort, so my actual first flight ever in an airplane was a low wing. But for flight training and pretty much all the flying I've done has been in a high wing. I guess I feel the benefits of it, or you can kind of look out and see the ground a bit better with a high wing, but I guess I don't really have a super preference, just, plane's a plane and they're all neat. So for the transition kind of from the 152 to this plane, the main thing is obviously the gear, and you need what's called a complex endorsement to fly a retractable gear or a variable pitch prop airplane. So I had to get that. It really wasn't difficult. I'll say the Cardinal here flies pretty much like a more powerful 152, that you control it in the same way. So not really much to the transition there. The general thing I'm working on right now is I'm getting my instrument rating. The Cardinal here's a great platform for that. The avionics that we've got on board really help make it easy. Going forward into the future, I'm going to become a CFI at some point, commercial, and the end goal is to be an airline pilot. Hopefully with FedEx is where I'm aiming for, but hey, a job's a job, so I'll take what I can get. The main thing with that is for getting into aviation, flying a plane's not hard. I fully believe anyone watching this could do it. You just got to get a feel for the controls. The main thing is being able to, get down to a flight school and do it. I'm a full-time college student right now, so I've managed to find time for flying. It's easy to come out here after school and definitely on the weekends. There was definitely a curve at first. Starting out, the flying part was easy to get into. It was easy to find the time for that and get to that, but you have to do some book work for aviation. It was kind of hard to get into that at first because I was working with school, and to be honest, I really didn't feel like getting in another book to learn something. I eventually got over that and did it, and the aviation stuff isn't that hard.